Oh, boom. What's up, guys? This is Steve Larsen. This is Sales Funnel Radio, and today we're going to talk about my 4 favorite traffic methods. I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9 to 5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio. What's up, guys? Hey, I know it's already on the right on the whiteboard right here. For those of you guys that were listening, obviously I'm going to explain everything as well. But hey, I want to walk through this here real fast. It's actually a question that I'm getting more and more frequently. And if you guys don't know, so I actually don't like driving paid ads. Okay? Now, please understand what I'm saying. We drive paid ads. Okay? But I don't like to learn how to do them. Okay? When I went and I launched my first one of my first products, I went and I put it out there, and I was super excited. Okay, I was super stoked. I was like, "Look, I birthed this amazing thing, world! Hey, this is incredible! It's amazing!" And I was so proud of myself because after like a year, it had done like 60 grand with no ad spend, and it was a little over a year. But I was like, "Oh my gosh, check this out!" And I remember feeling really excited about that. And I was like, I am the freaking man. Like, everyone bow to me. You know, I wasn't saying that. But like in my mind, I was like, I finally did it. Okay. I finally made something work. And it was after a lot of tries, a ton of tries. Okay. And that finally something worked. And I was proud of it. Okay. I was really proud of it. And I remember feeling so proud that, again, I hadn't spent any ad spend and it was still doing that well. And I don't remember what I was listening. I think it was a Joe Polish thing and listen to some Russell Brunson stuff. And anyway, and all of a sudden I had this epiphany, like shame on you, okay? Like, shame on you. You're not spending ads, right? And that's kind of what I started learning. I started realizing, like, wait a second, a real marketer would want to be able to spend as much money as possible to acquire a customer, right? And you think about like other right? There's other massive phrases, right? Whoever can spend the most money to acquire a customer wins, right? Right? Classic. And those are true. Those are like laws of marketing. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm not even spending any money. And I was like, crap. That means I'm not actually. I kind of accidentally came into that cash, right? And I was like, I need to be able to actually spend as much money as I possibly can in order to actually acquire a customer, right? And so it changed everything for me. And I started going through, and instead I started building out funnels where not only the price point allowed me to dump cash back into it, but I started actually structuring in places to remove my ad cost. And actually, right, but I was like, wait, I don't actually want to go learn how to do this ad game. And I know that might sound crazy, but I really want to just stay on just the funnel building offer creation peak, right? I'm trying to keep and stay on top of that peak. Right, that's the one. I've never seen anyone. I used to climb a lot of mountains. We did a lot of backpacking growing up. I grew up in Colorado and loved it. Absolutely loved it. Time with nature, super cool. Teaches you a lot of stuff. Okay, but what's cool is that I never once, funny enough, guys, I never climbed 2 peaks at the same time. I know. It's a weakness of mine, I guess. Okay, but what's funny is I went in and I started looking at that in the same way. I was like, I don't want to learn to be a Renaissance man. Renaissance men don't get paid anything. Okay. Obsessors get paid. And so I'm going to stay on my obsessing peak of just being the offer creation guy, right? And teach them people how to build it inside of a funnel. That's really what I do. And that's what I'm really freaking good at, right? And I'm going to stay there. But to go and learn something like ads, that's going to distract from my peak. That's going to require come off my peak and go try and climb another one high enough to make the other one successful. I was like, that doesn't make sense. So instead I went out. And I'm really excited. I know I have many times dropped the fact that I'm going to interview my amazing team, and I'm going to. I've been waiting for one. There's one specific thing I've been waiting for in order to actually do it. And I'm so excited for it, which is going to be really, really cool. But anyway, as soon as that happens, I will get my team on here and I will interview them. But I went and I found an amazing ads driving individual, and she's incredible. She's absolutely amazing. I mean, like, oh my gosh, blows me away. Very, very good. Okay. So what I did though is you got to understand, like, I personally like to obsess, and that's what she obsesses over, right? She obsesses over the act of driving Facebook ads to the degree that I obsess over building funnels, right? And I wanted that. And you should find someone like that. And if someone's like, well, I don't know, like I can do it, like don't hire them, okay? Hire someone who's ridiculously obsessed, right? Somebody who, it's not logical how obsessed the person is. That's the kind of person that you want, right? And so it took me a long time to find her. And found her. She's amazing though. And gosh, anyway. So I wanted to find someone who's amazing like that, but what do I obsess over traffic-wise? Okay, and that's, I know you guys see right here, but I'm gonna walk through real fast just these 4 things to show you guys how I actually get, these are my 4 favorite methods of getting traffic. These are my 4 favorite methods of getting sales specifically. I don't like to obsess just on the act of getting traffic. I obsess over how to get sales, okay? That's a different question, okay? Now, traffic is money. Traffic is money, okay, but I don't just want to get eyeballs, okay? When I was, I actually started as a traffic driver, which you guys might not know that. I was driving traffic for Paul Mitchell right about the time I started learning what a funnel was, okay? And I was like, this is really interesting, huh? And what's funny is I remember there was another product, my buddy and I think it was with Colton. He's sitting right over there. We were driving traffic to this. It was the first funnel that we ever built. That's how we got ClickFunnels. It was called Fixed Insurance, and it was for smartphones. And smartphone insurance, and it's literally what we used to get a ClickFunnels account paid for. It's really, really cool. We did not make any money, but we broke even kind of, and it was good. Anyway, it's good. So, but I remember I started experimenting with different traffic methods, and I remember once I got 53,000 people to a website in 2 days, and I was like, this is awesome. I must be really good at this, right? And I remember I started doing other things with, like before that, I was doing things with Paul Mitchell, and I was doing things with other, and it was really, I could get a lot of eyeballs, guys, right? But then I started learning, wait, how come I didn't get 53,000 sales, right? And I started learning about conversion and squeeze pages and order pages and opt-ins and all, and that's one of the ways I got into it, okay? So yes, traffic is money, but only if you have a good funnel, right? And so I like to obsess over specifically how the sales methods, okay? Not just traffic methods. So please look at it with that lens in mind, okay? All of these will get you eyeballs on whatever funnel or whatever event or whatever thing you're doing for, whatever you're trying to do. All of these will get eyeballs, okay? But there are specific ones I like to use that I know will give me sales, okay? And it's the reason that these are the 4 that I use. I've been very methodical about this for years, and I want you to see why I do what I do here, okay? And I'm going to shove this down your throat again and tell you all need to publish, okay? Publishing is by far number 1, the easiest, the best, the greatest, the most beautiful, the most evergreen way to get traffic and sales you will ever have, okay? Ever, okay? I have never put $1 of my own into my business, okay? That means I've had to grow it a little bit slow here and there, but man, that was great while I was working a 9 to 5, right? How did I do it? Publishing, okay? Publishing. I produced value for the marketplace. I wasn't just trying to talk to just get people to know who I was. I was trying to solve problems in the marketplace, okay? I was trying to do that. That's why Sales Funnel Radio exists, okay? That's the reason why my podcast does so well, and there's other sales funnel podcasts that are out there that don't, okay? Right? If you have a product out there and it's not doing quite amazing, you're probably trying to think how to get a sale more so than trying to figure out how to solve more. Okay, just figure out how to solve more, cash always follows, okay? Anyway, rant over on that one. Okay, so number 1, go figure out how to publish. Figure out some way you're gonna publish. And the cost to do so, that's what C is right here. The cost of publishing, frankly, is time. That's it, okay? Which is why it's such a great way to start if you're just starting out. Time, that's it. Here, I'm gonna put some few things on there. So anyway, time, okay? Time is the cost of publishing, okay? It'll take me half a day to get my episodes out. For an entire month's worth of content, maybe a full day. It depends if it's a video one or not. Anyway, the video ones are more challenging than just the normal podcast ones. Anyways, I digress. Different thing. The money potential, though, with publishing, it's a very high leverage activity because your sales look like this. Let's say that you're going to go, and a lot of this comes from like the Hollywood model, okay? How well do you think sales would be on movies if the first time you heard about the movie was the day it came out? Not that good, right? It actually could be quite bad, right? In fact, the sales would probably plummet. How can we know what the box ticket prices are on these movies when they launch out there so well? It's because they build up all this pressure forever, and they're like, wow, in 2 weeks, look at this, that many millions of dollars, $30 million there, that many, wow, that's crazy, right? They're building pressure. That's one of the major benefits of continual publishing, okay, right here, is my sales look like this, okay? Is big spike as I build up a lot of pressure and as I release the pressure for the sale. Lot. And it's usually short-lived, but it can be a lot of cash. It never really goes down to zero, though, because people start to continue to find things like what you're publishing. They find the videos, they find the podcasts, they find blogs, whatever. And that content lives on the internet for your life, okay? That's the other reason I do it. I'm literally creating a high-leverage asset that is here for literally the remainder of my life and my kid's life. which means the call to actions, all the stuff I say inside of it, it doesn't go away. It's always there forever. Okay, so it looks like this, and it'll drop down, but it never really goes to zero. It'll kind of stay consistent, right, for whatever it is you're selling. This is a scenario of selling just one product. Okay, now the next one that I really like a lot, I'd say kind of both on the same tier as affiliates and Dream 100. Okay, so let's talk about affiliates first, though. So I have a what's the cost of having affiliates? Well, if you have ClickFunnels, it's nothing, right? But it is more time. Okay, it's time and training. Time and training. I'll say T and T there, okay? Okay, time and training. I've never been able to have a very successful affiliate campaign without teaching people how to actually use my affiliate link, right? And so that's the reason why I create programs like Affiliate Outrage, which by the time this is out, should be out, okay? We had to wait a little bit because of a few things, but if you want to know how I actually train my people, there's a 30-day program teaching you exactly how to go be an affiliate. You can use it for anyone's products. I'm subtly hoping you promote mine, okay? Which makes sense. Watch what I'm doing in there, okay? I went through and I interviewed 15 experts, and they came in and they taught how to go in and use the platform they're an expert at to sell other people's products, okay? And you get that inside there. It's amazing. All pre-built funnels. Anyways, it's awesome, okay? So it's a little bit intense, okay? But it's me building out an affiliate army. It's me building out an affiliate army. That cost me time. It's a lot of time, my gosh. A lot of time and some training to set up an affiliate program, okay? The training is what takes the time. It doesn't take a long time to set up an actual affiliate link. That's really easy in ClickFunnels. But anyway, okay, but what do my sales look like with something like that? Let's say I'm not doing something like an affiliate contest, okay? But my sales, okay, remember, isn't it funny? I said these are my favorite traffic methods, but what I'm really tracking here is sales. Who cares about eyeballs if they don't buy anything, okay? So I'm trying to help you guys see, like, money potential, the cost to get that traffic method, and the potential amount of cash typically that I see from that. Now, I know someone's probably going to fight me on that. Please know these are very, very, plain flavored, very blank, kind of general statements on this stuff, okay? Just generally, my sales from something like an affiliate, right, without an affiliate contest, there's no incentive thing behind it, which we do have, which is really cool. We just found out a way to give people IMAX with not having to sell that much stuff, like the new one. really, really cool. Anyway, okay, but it looks kind of more like this, typically, right? Starts out low, and just kind of steadily increases, especially as you get people to be able to put your affiliate link in things that they're building, right? Especially as you get people to put your affiliate link in things that they're publishing or promoting, or stuff that stays out there evergreen forever, right? I'm not talking to people who only drive traffic, which is a good method, but typically, okay, for how I use them, usually I can expect it to look kind of like that. Just kind of an evergreen, steadily slow increase in cash that's coming in from affiliates as they promote, okay, over time, okay? So look at Dream 100. Okay, Dream 100. What's the cost of Dream 100? Now, there's really two costs, and this is really where we start to get, the way I use it, into a little bit more time and money, okay? And so I'll go and I'll spend time, and we spend time going in, right? And Colton's my affiliate manager / Dream 100 manager, and he goes in and he's studying about the people, right? And teaching me about them, helping me understand who they are, what they like, right? We're learning together about these individuals, creating relationships, right? That takes time. Holy crap, that takes time, okay? Okay. Dana Derrick's is a great book about the Dream 100. That's literally the first position he encouraged you to go hire, okay? Is an affiliate manager, okay? It's actually what Russell encouraged me to do too, funny enough. I didn't know, anyway. Is an affiliate manager, no one else, right? Just do an affiliate manager. That's the first hire. If you're like, what? Not support, not an assistant? Man, no, get a revenue generating position filled, right? And so the first spot here is time, right? But, we'll start to send out little funny things like we got the rubber fish thing over there, and we got a bunch of stuff. We got little flash drives we sent out, and they look like those bottles in the sea, like message in a bottle things. Anyways, we got a whole bunch of stuff we send out. We got cool coins that we send out to them, and so it's not that expensive. In fact, while I was on stage teaching one of the FAT events, one of the final ones, Dave Woodward came up, who manages, right, a lot of the same thing for Russell, right, or he did at the time anyway, and I asked him, how much do you spend on your Dream 100 packages to invite people to promote the book Expert Secrets? And he said about $25, $25 to $35, something like that. I was like, can you measure how much cash comes in for each package? And he said, no, it's like thousands of dollars. It's like, I've never seen an investment do that well. $25 for a package and thousands of dollars back out. Like, that's really amazing, right? And so anyways, time, and then I'm also going to say some money, but it doesn't need to be a lot of money. Okay. For the way I use it, I like to send out packages. You don't need to do that, guys. You could go get a relationship with somebody, just solve a problem they have. Bam. You've done Dream 100. Okay. Dream 100 does not mean packages. Okay. It doesn't. It means relationships. Okay. Anyway, what does the money potential look like, though, in a Dream 100 kind of strategy? Well, you might take some time to build up some of these relationships, okay? But typically, not always, but typically it looks kind of more like this, okay? No sales for a while, okay? Little sales, right? No sales again for a while. A little bit more sales, right? And then suddenly one of these coming along, as you start to tell the people, you get this big, massive win. Boom, right? This huge amount of cash comes in, right? These are like the big wins. So you get all these tiny ones and boom, right? So it kind of looks more like that. It's kind of like a stair-stepping kind of graph, right? Where it's like, hey, cash, and then nothing. Lots of cash, and then nothing. Big cash, and then nothing, okay? And so anyway, does that make sense? So that's what you kind of typically expect, the way I use it anyways, with Dream 100. That's what I expect for it to happen. So there's no cash for a little while, but then, man, you start setting up. Someone agrees. You know what? Yeah, let's do a joint venture together. Promote your thing to my audience. Cool. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give you 50% for that, right? I do that for anyone who has an audience, okay? If you guys want, okay, reach out to Colton. So anyways, that's what I do, though, okay? And I give him 50%. And I go in, and that's kind of how the cash kind of works, okay? Now, see how these are all kind of working together? Let's go to the next one. Ads. What's the cost of ads, okay? It's literally the exact opposite of how I handle Dream 100. It's little time, right? But it can cost a good chunk of cash, okay? Now the key for me here, in fact, let me erase this here real quick here. Check this out. Yeah. By the way, while I'm doing this, guys, thanks so much for being a listener. Really means a lot to me. Okay, but think about this, okay? Dream 100 typically for me is the exact opposite. It can be a lot of time, right? And the cost is typically just a little cash. Anyway, so exact opposite though with ads. Now, I'm not going to go learn how to do ads, right? So that's something that I do outsource, right? I outsource the Dream 100 stuff. I personally like to do the affiliate thing because I like to do the trading, and I personally do the publishing because I'm the attractive character of my products, obviously, okay? That's the guru biz, right? I hate being called that, but anyway, anyway. I digress. The cost, though, of getting the ads out, a little bit of time, because someone else is mostly handling that, right? And it can be more expensive, obviously, when you start spending ads. Now, if I've gone through, think with me for a second. If I've gone through and I've been doing publishing, and I do kind of like the model that Hollywood follows, I'm not saying you start publishing 6 months in advance before you launch your product, okay? I'm not saying you put that kind of timestamp out there, but let's say that you're like, you know what, I'm going to get my stuff together, get my crap together, and I'm going to start testing sales messages. I'm going to give myself 2 months. And 2 months from now, I'm going to have my product out and my first sale in my hands. That's plenty of time for you to start publishing, okay? You could even do a month. Start publishing daily publishing, talking Facebook Lives or on YouTube or whatever. Just be consistent, whatever the platform is. Just marry the platform, right? Now, you've come in, and boom, you got an influx of cash here, okay? Do not take profit. I did not pay myself for the first 3 months of this year. We lived on savings, okay? For that reason, I took all that cash and I dumped it right back into the business. Where? Ads. My customers paid for my ads, okay? But I built pressure ahead of time, okay? And I went, and then we went into the ads game, okay? Affiliates, okay? If I'm going in and I've got a cool affiliate program, which I do, and it's epic, you should all promote. That was subtle. Okay, but, right? I got a sweet affiliate program. We got cool affiliate rewards, a training program that's like no other on the planet of Earth here. and right, at steady, slow increase of cash into the business. Okay. And as people win, other people start to see like, yeah, I want to keep promoting it. I don't ever typically see it as like, unless there's an affiliate contest, which we have, right? Unless it's like an affiliate, like you make an event around it. It's kind of the steady, slow thing, right? That you're kind of promoting out and wow, they're promoting. Wow, they're making cash. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, right? And I started as an affiliate, so I have some affinity for affiliates, right? And that's kind of how it typically works. The cash kind of grows. Oh, look at it, slow, steady growth as you dump back into then you go, oh, you know. And anyway, so that's how it works with my business. Okay, so now ads typically for me. The way that I see it, which I actually really appreciate, it's very methodical at the beginning. It's not like this huge, big things taking the time. It's not like we don't go test with like $1,000. Okay, we test with like $5. Okay, $5, $10, then 15, then 20, right? And we keep the ad spend small and see what the market reaction is, okay? There were some people I built funnels for in the past. They came and they're like, hey, we got this funnel. It's not quite converting. Like, okay, how much have you spent on ad spend? Like, well, we went and we borrowed $250,000 and put it into ads. I was like, $250,000? How fast did you spend that in? You know, stuff like that. And I don't remember if that was the exact number, but it was monstrous. And I was like, oh my gosh. And they wasted all of it and had hardly any oh gosh. I don't know that much about ad spend. I do know that is the wrong way to scale them though, okay? I do. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's terrible. It's terrible. That's like going and trying to do the Boston Marathon after deciding to do it the day before. Like, that's great. That's ridiculous. You're not prepared. You're not scaled. You're not figured out. Your body has no idea how to do it. Body has no idea how to handle it. Okay, very exact same thing here. Okay, so with ads, typically what I see is little tiny cash, no buys, right? Then scaling, and then getting bigger, right? And it kind of looks like that's like stair steppers. Right, but it's increasing at an increasing rate, stair stepping. Okay, where it's like sale, right, and the frequency of sales increases. Right, the pressure increases as you kind of open up. Whoosh, right, so look at each of these graphs together. So these 4 graphs together. Right, I've got money potential, the amount of potential for cash for publishing. Usually, now this is just promoting one product. Okay, so I'm going to go in and do other events and little things like that with it, and I'll get definitely influxes of cash as well again. But I'm just saying, like, let's say this is like a 60-day period here, okay? Not that many sales for Dream 100 for a while, right? Then bam, nice win, right? Bam, nice win. Now, so affiliates, again, kind of slow cash coming on out. So I always start with publishing so that people gain affinity for the product prior to me actually opening up, which actually is me selling them. They just don't know that. Then I go in and I love to do things like, I like to do affiliates and kind of Dream 100 kind of in tandem. And then this is not necessarily the order, okay? Publishing is always first, but these other 3, that's not necessarily the order that I do them in. I typically go publishing, take that cash, go directly back into ads, and then start getting relationship with Dream 100. Then I figure out affiliates, which I probably should have numbered them the other way. But that's exactly what I've done. This is exactly what I've done for my own business. That's exactly what I do. Anyway, so that's exactly what I've done, and that's so look here. You look and see, kind of combine these in your mind's eye. Okay, what gives you the huge wins? Usually Dream 100. What kind of keeps the doors open after publishing, okay? And after you open up, what kind of keeps the doors open? Ad spend, okay, and affiliates, okay? That kind of scales slowly at the same time. We're going to do things like contests and events and big giveaways and huge rewards, things like that. And that creates pressure and events. And anyway, we literally have a sweet event coming up soon. So we'll teach you how to actually promote with Affiliate Outrage. Then we're going to do an affiliate contest, and then we have an event for like the top 20 people to come in and just hang out with me for 2 days, and I help them look at their stuff, which is like ridiculous. I charge $30,000 a day for my consulting, right? And so anyways, it's huge value to them, but it's a huge thank you to me as well, back and forth, and scratches both our backs. It's awesome, right? So anyways, that's what we're going to do. I'm really excited about it. But we've got all right, it's kind of slow, steady cash there, right? Big wins coming every so often with the Dream 100, bam, bam, bam. And then ever increasing ad spend as you profitably, ooh, I love that word, profitably spend ads, right? And profitably spend ad money. And it's not your own. You took that initial dump back in. So anyways, that's my traffic strategy. So when someone's like, how do you get traffic to this? I'm like, well, are you willing to be the attractive character? If they're like, no, I won't publish. I'm like, all right, well, are you willing to spend some time to figure this out? They're like, no, I won't. Well, okay, you gonna spend some money? Well, I don't have any money. Okay, your funnel's dead. All right, case closed. Well, see you later, right? And so, that's true, right? You're gonna buy your customers somehow. If it's not with money, then it's gonna be with time. If you're not willing to spend time, like, be willing to go door to door, right? That sucks, because there's really 3 costs. Okay, there's 3 ways to buy a customer. Okay. And this, I'll end with this here because this has been a cool episode, and hopefully you guys got some cool stuff from this. Okay, there's really 3 costs though. These are the 3 costs. 3 costs are this, right? You could buy a customer with time. You could buy, with money. You could buy a customer with money, like ad spend. You could buy a customer with time, but there's 2 kinds of time. Okay, there's 2 kinds of time, and I'm very careful to spend one and not the other. Here they are. The first kind of time that you can spend is what I was doing when I was a door-to-door salesman, okay? I memorized the pitch, which is great. You all should be pitching everyone the exact same way, by the way. and tweaking on and making tweaks based on what the market says. If your pitch is different every time, your funnel's already dying. Okay, I don't care. Anyway, it's a different topic, different rant. I gotta hold myself in here. Anyway, two different kinds of time though. Okay, first kind of time is the kind of time where I come out and I personally go out and I say my pitch. Whew. I will never get that time back. And that person, if they weren't listening, might need me to say the pitch again. I hate spending that kind of time, okay? It's why I'm not a telemarketer anymore, even though I was kind of good at it. It's why I don't do door-to-door sales, even though it was an amazing training ground for me. It's kind of like sales boot camp for me, honestly. Anyway, the kind of time I like to spend, and the reason why I don't go learn other kinds of traffic besides really these three, and I outsource everything that has to do with ad spend, is because these are things that I can do. Create a training program. That doesn't go away when I'm done, right? They're literally carbon copies of my time over and over and over again. Making this episode, I know I'm selling some of you guys right now. You might be like, hey, let's get him out for consulting. You know what? Hey, let's get him out. I'm going to go get his funnel stash. Hey, he's got a book coming out. Sweet. Oh, let me go to those mastermind. Oh, let me go. Right? And I get that. And that's one of the purposes of publishing, right? And it's a lot of you guys do. Maybe, I don't think a lot of you guys know you do that. A lot of you guys reach out and ask that, okay? Which is great. I'm giving value and you want some back? That's awesome. That's one of the purposes of it. I'm solving problems and you're going to solve other problems for me, right? I need cash flow. You need answers. Boom. That's business, right? That's great, right? Anyway, that's marketing. I'm getting too technical on my definitions here, okay? But that's awesome, okay? I don't need to turn back around though and do this episode again tomorrow for the 1,000 people that are going to download this tomorrow, right? I don't. That's my favorite kind of time to spend when I don't want to spend money, okay? It's the other reason why I tell you guys to freaking publish so much, okay? And if you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, man, then make a sick affiliate course for people to go through and teach them how to promote your stuff. That course stays there forever, okay? Unless you take it down, which I don't know you would, okay? Dream 100, the reason why that's one is because those are relationships. I don't like to burn relationships, okay? I'm very strategic and who I hang out with now, and that's great. That's awesome. But I'm going to go create cool strategic relationships with people, right, that would go and promote it. And guess what? Next time something cool comes out or next time they're putting something out, I might promote for them. They might promote for me again. That relationship's still there. It's time well spent because the value compounds. It doesn't leave. The reason I don't spend lots of time on the ads place, and if you love ads, that's great. Stay in your zone, right? That's your zone of genius. Stay inside. I'm not saying that. I'm saying why I don't, right? I like to look for ways for time. And I know that you guys might be like, well, it works well because I like season pixels and I make it so, right, Facebook really, anyway. And I get that. That's awesome. And it totally works. I just don't want to climb two peaks at the same time, right? My peak, funnel building, offer creation. Bam, that's it. That's where I stay, okay? The reason why is because if I go and I spend money, which I should, okay? If I don't spend cash, if you are not spending cash, it is my firm belief you are not a real marketer. Sorry, I got to go to the identity spot there, but it's true. If you're like, man, I'm getting all this cash, I'm not having to spend any money on it. Okay, you're not gonna, okay. Different topic, different rant. I gotta rein myself back here. Okay, but I use these methods so that I can spend a butt ton of money over here in the ad place. I don't want to learn that part of it, but I'm gonna go spend my time in places where it's evergreen, where it stays, where the value compounds, where it's going to be there for the rest of my life and beyond, right? This is literally one way I am developing the asset for my kids, right? That's the way I look at it. That's the reason why I do this. It's the reason I'm so protective about my time. I'm a Nazi when it comes to me getting crap done. I push really freaking hard, and I know that. And you guys know that about me too, and I hope that you do, and you learn that trait. It's a learned trait. I wasn't born with it. I was freaking lazy as a high schooler, okay? It's a learned trait. Learn the trait. It's work. It's awesome. Super fun. Best endorphins and dopamine you'll ever have in your entire life. Remember that episode I just did a few ago about that? Anyway, so please know that, though. That's why I publish. I do affiliates, but I specifically do training courses about it because my time is recreated. Okay, my time is recreated when I do Dream 100. Ads, not so much. I might go spend some cash, and they're like, oh, this is cool, and then they click away, and that's kind of it. That's fine, though, as long as I've got these other things. So if you take these graphs and you lay them on top of each other, you can see how the cash continues to come in at increasing rates, right? Then I'll do another cool thing. Like one of the things I like to do to get another peak of cash here in the publishing game is to go do testimonial interviews of the people who bought this first round. So I make sure they're successful. Make sure everyone is, okay? if they're willing to do the work, if they just do what I tell them they are, okay? And then I go in and I interview them, bam, and that gets another influx of cash coming in as people hear the testimonials, right? And you guys will see me do that soon, okay? I'm just letting you guys know, so when you see me do it, you know what I'm doing, okay? Same with affiliate stuff, right? Ever increasing. And if I go out, like we got affiliate contests coming in, right? Bam, there's big influxes, but it's still got, bam, still kind of increases at increasing rates, okay? You lace those things on top of each other. What really keeps the doors open in between these down portions, if someone's not bought for a little while, is ads, okay? After you've done your publishing, after you open cart, after you've gone in. So anyway, it's been a long episode, but I just want you to know and see why I do what I do on this and why those are my 4 favorite strategies and why I'm actually very methodical about this. And that's why I launch how I do, okay? Very much thought through this, and I want you to know that's why, okay? I go out and I hit the lists, right? I go to my hot audience, and you can kind of see how this goes from hot to cold, even on site, or even right on this whiteboard here, right? Publishing, hot traffic, right? That's totally hot traffic as they join your list, as they get little freebies from you, and you're starting to build pressure. Hey, it's coming out. It's coming out. 2 days left. Get on the waiting list. Beta list only. Bam, 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 bam. Open. Poosh. All these people buy. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this cash coming in. I go dump directly back into ads, which goes definitely more kind of like the warm traffic area. Okay. Affiliates. That's definitely more like the warm hot. People who are going to promote for me are the people who really like what I do. Right? And I know that. And that's great. I'm going to enable them though. I'm going to try and solve every problem for them. So it's just really freaking easy for them to go spend money, right? To promote my stuff, to drop to their own list to promote my stuff, which is awesome. People who have, slightly bigger audiences, I'm going to go do hopefully Dream 100s with them, right? And I'm going to go out and I'm going to create, right? That's definitely more of a hot traffic strategy. Again, ads are more, anyway, so that's kind of how it's laced out though. And as I kind of hit each one of the hot, warm, cold traffic areas, but not all at the same time, and I don't use my own money, and I make sure that I'm methodical in the way I drop it out there so that my customers are paying for more customers, which is really awesome, okay? Anyways, I just want you guys to see how I've been doing this, and I'm really, really excited. If you guys like this kind of stuff, I'm going to go through a little bit more how I actually do things for what I call it the pre-funnel. The pre-funnel is very powerful. It's important. It's amazing. And it's what I'm going to speak out at Funnel Hacking Live 2019, baby, in Tennessee. Woo! It's live, guys. Go get tickets. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's 5,000 people this time. Anyway, oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. I cannot wait. But I want to go through and I want to teach you guys everything I do before I actually open something like ClickFunnels, okay? It's everything pre-funnel, everything. There's a checklist I go through, okay? I developed it, I thought through it, I was like, this is actually what I do. Wait, that's what Russell does. Interesting. What? Does anyone know this? I don't know. And as I started building funnels in that way, it's like almost guaranteed success every time, and great amounts of cash, okay? And it's because of what I do here. It's because of everything I do pre-checklist. So anyways, go ahead and go get Funnel Hacking Live tickets, funnelhackinglive.com. We're excited to have you guys. I'm saying we as if I work there still. I don't, but man, I bleed them. I bleed ClickFunnels. I'm even wearing their shirt right now again. And I just absolutely love it. It's amazing what it's done. So anyways, guys, those are my 4 favorite traffic strategies. Again, figure out which one you want to go do. Figure out which peak you're trying to climb. Stop trying to climb others. And then figure out ways to pull off these others. If you're like, hey, I don't want to do that, that's fine. I'm not telling you. The one I would tell you that everyone should do is publishing. But if you're like, I don't want to do an affiliate thing, that's fine. Find someone else's that can teach your people, right? If you're like, I don't want to do Dream 100, that's fine. Find someone, find a Colton, right? Go figure out how to actually go and make that position filled, right? If you're like, I don't want to do ads, I don't either, okay? Go find someone to do the ads piece. The publishing one, that's why I shove it down everyone's face so much. I'm like, look, you have got to figure out that, okay? It is the most ridiculous long-term asset. It's amazing power. And especially in a world today where it's not just the information age, it is actually the attention age. That's how you get attention. All right, guys, thanks so much. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Please, please, please. Sorry for the little glitches in the camera here and there. Stupid camera. Freaking battery died. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this, please rate it on iTunes. And I really appreciate every guys listening. It means a lot. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Boom. If you're just starting out, you're probably studying a lot. That's good. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? That's also good. But the hardest part is figuring out what the market wants to buy and how you should sell it to them, right? That's also what I struggled with for a while until I learned the formula. So I created a special mastermind called an offer mind to get you on track with the right offer and more importantly, the right sales script to get it off the ground and sell it. Want to come? There's small groups on purpose so I can answer your direct questions in person for 2 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to offermind.com. Again, that's offermind.com.